Put your phone on mute for calls. Okay?
Hi.
Put your phone on mute for calls. You know when it starts to interrupt.
Hi, ladies. Hi. Hi, Christical. Hi, Lorenzo Reed. Hi, Allison. Hi, Shan. Hi, ladies. How are you today? Hi. So, I'm here to do a design for you today. We're going to do a very fun design. It can be like a Valentine design, but you know, because tomorrow is Valentine, I'm just gonna do it so that you can do it all year round, right? So fun. But it's Valentine inspired because we're gonna be doing some hearts, some very fun hearts. You've probably seen it on my profile. If not, then you're gonna see it today. But I'm going to first introduce myself. I am Marsha, right? I'm known as Artistic Nails by Marsha on Instagram and also Facebook. I am from the beautiful island of Jamaica, and I have been with Ugly Duckling from 2017. Yes, I was like one of the first ambassadors, yes, for this lovely company. One off, right? So I've been with them from 2017. I have been in this field from 2004, right? So I'm not so young, but I'm looking. So nails, I love nails. Nails is my passion. I have always loved nails from high school. Hi, Natasha, sweetie, how are you? So I've loved nails from high school. So I've always been dwelling in it, like, you know, practicing and so forth. And I actually took it up now as a career, you know. So 2004 is a pretty long time. That's like, what, 17 years now that we're in 2021? So, yes, thank you, Ugly Duckling, and I'm so happy to be here as well. Thank you for having me, and I'm so happy to be here. Yes, ladies, so that's me in a nutshell. You know, been doing it for 17 years, long years. Let me repeat, I've been with Ugly Duckling from 2017. I'm on Instagram as Artistic Nails by Marsha. My name is Marsha. Well, Marsha Gay Edwards. That's my full name. I own a salon here in Jamaica, and I also teach nails here in Jamaica, nail technology. So yes, that's just me in a nutshell. Now I'm gonna have to try and straighten the camera to get it around to my model. So I'll be doing like 4 fingers for you today, and I'm going to show you something very fun. Probably you've seen it around the place, but I'm gonna show you how to install it, as they would put it, or put it on or attach it, you know. And you're going to be very surprised when I turn it around for the persons who have never seen it and wonder how we're going to wear it, and I'm going to show you exactly how we wear it, right? So I won't take up any more time because I was like half an hour late, you know, kind of getting this whole technical issue thing sorted out. But let's begin, and I'm going to see you soon, as in to see you again before I end the live. Just follow their Instagram. Your work is beautiful. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. All right, so the last time it was a bit blurry, so I'm just gonna really try my best to not let that happen today. I'm gonna try to have a smooth demo today. So let me just get my mount up. So I already have 4 fingers prepped and ready for you. Can you open this for me, please? Joshua, help. Okay, got it. All right, here we go. Let me turn the camera around. camera ain't allow me to turn around. There we go. Okay, so I hope you're seeing and we have enough lighting. Great. Clean. All right, so it seems as if we have enough lighting, so we're good. So here we have the fingers prepped and ready for you. Okay. So we went ahead and we got this done for you. And I used our favorite Fufu Pink powder. Now for the designs, I'll be doing, as I said, some hearts. So I will be doing the hearts on this finger, right? And then I will be designing the rest. Now the surprise that I have for you today, what we're gonna be using along with these hearts is my little puffy. Now I'm gonna show you how we attach this little puffy. And yes, your hands can get wet. And I'm going to show you why. I'm not going to show you right now, but I'm going to show you why. Now this is what we're going to use in our design. We're going to incorporate this in our design. That's how we're going to have it all fun. Now we're going to be using for our main color gel number 19, right? Let me just open this up for you, let you see how beautiful this is. Wow, look at that. Perfect. So we will be using this today as our main color. As you see, we got our blue puffy. Here we go. Number 3, or yellow. Let me open this for you as well. There we go. That's like magic right there. Perfect. All right. So these colors, I'm not sure what happened a while ago, but it paused. It paused when I was showing you the yellow. So we're now going to use our art gel. This is a bit messy, but here we go. So this is our pink art gel, right? It doesn't have a number, just saying pink art gel. Now in order to mix our pink art gel, right, because I'm not going to be using it so pink, got messier right there. Because we're not going to be using it so pink, I'm going to be using our number 44 gel polish to kind of lighten our pink. So just give me 1 second, let me go grab my spatula. And of course, we're gonna be using our lovely no wipe top coat, right? No wipe top coat. Now for the brushes that I will be using, I'll be using my painter. I'll be using my detailer too. Let me just grab that real quick. So I'll be using my detailer too. Here's what it looks like. And I will be using my Omni tool. It's like a dotting tool. So it has two ends. So I'll be using the larger end. And here I will be using my striper tool. Now, in order for me to get I actually can't reach the duck paddle right now, but usually I would be using the duck paddle. So I'm just gonna borrow the flat end of my velveteen brush. This is what we use to do our acrygel. So here, we located the duck paddle. All right, so I'll be using the spatula from my duck paddle. Here it is. This is what our duck paddle looks like. We have the other side that acts as a scoop. So we're not gonna be using this side today. We're actually gonna be using, it's dual-ended. So it has a spatula and it has a scoop, right? And it's called the duck paddle. And of course, I will be using my crystal dish, my crystal palette. I don't know why I keep on calling this thing dish, but this is what I will be using to put my colors on. This is what we use for art. And that's basically it. And of course, my ugly duckling lamp, which is away to one side on the table. So to begin, I'm going to just remove the colors. So I'm gonna first start with the lighter color. So I'm gonna remove. Get rid of that residue of the yellow on the spatula. And then I'm going to take out my number 19. The yellow is number 3. So we're going to be using this for our main color. So we're going to take up a little bit more than the yellow. And I will also be doing the famous painted on Fringe, reverse Fringe. So you're gonna see how you can actually achieve the flawless painted on Fringe. I've got some fiber or something in here. Now, in order to get our pink, and I think I want to go ahead with I want like a darker blue. So I'm gonna grab that color in a bit. So I'm gonna go with a little bit of pink, not too much because it's very, very pink. And remember, I'm gonna mix this one. So I'm going to be using some of my number 44 gel polish, and I'm gonna just touch into this pink real quick, and I'm gonna mix it to the color that I want. So there we go. So I decided to add another color. So I'm going to be adding our art gel blue. Let me show you how pretty this color is. Look at that color. It's like a royal blue. So we're gonna mix this. And we don't want to use too much again. So just a little goes a far way. So we're gonna do the same mixing with the white. So we're gonna get that pretty ocean looking blue. All right, so that's it for the colors. Let me just get my cap on, my duck paddle. All right, so to do the reverse French, I'm gonna be using my striper 2. So that's the longest striper that we have. We also have the striper, which is a little bit shorter, but because I wanna have my long lines coming from the side of the nails, I'm going to be using my striper 2, right? So I'm going to get also my painter, because I'm not going to be using the gel brush to paint on the color. I'm actually going to be using my painter. So I'm gonna be taking my lines from the side of the nails. I'm gonna be like creating a V. So this is gonna be a very deep French. So I create that V, well, slight V, and then I'm gonna, depending on how high I want my French, then I'm gonna create that line. So I want it to be low, fairly low. Now to the corners, I want to create my little almond, so I'm gonna come around. So with this, you should be able to get your perfect reverse French. So I'm now going to load my painter. Now, as I told you, this color is highly pigmented. Let me just show you what it looks like. Look at this. So this is a color on my brush. Look at that. Highly pigmented. So I'm going to be using my painter to get my color on. So I flatten the painter and I'm painting it on. Now that was very easy, right? So I'm now going to go back with my striper and I'm going to just go around my smile line to make sure it's neat and crisp. So you have to do this with precision. So I want my fringe to look very almondy as we put it. And there you go. And I do not, when I say do not, need a second coat of this polish. It's perfect. So I'm gonna have her pop this into the lamp for a minute. Well, not really a minute, like 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna move on to my hearts. And then I'm actually going to paint on another reverse fringe. All right. So now we're finished curing. Now to the fun part. Now I'm going to be using my Omni tool to help me create these beautiful hearts. Now I'm going to be creating the dots, and then I will be joining these dots, right? So it's very, very easy to get these hearts. So if you also had issues getting your hearts even, now I'm sure you're going to enjoy this part. You're going to be like, it was so easy, oh my God. So I'm just going to get my striper to free off that blue. And now I'm going to create my dots. So I'm just opening these circles so that I get some nice big dots so that I can get my big pretty heart. And now I'm gonna use my same striper too, and I'm gonna join my dots. That was easy, huh? Like, I'm teaching you the voila moment. Like, aha, voila, I got it. So these hearts, as you see, I'm not doing them in red. So these hearts can be worn right around the year. Because I know you got some people who are like super in love, you know? So we don't have to wait until Valentine's Day to give our clients some pretty hearts. What you think? So I'm now using my painter to just fill in my heart. And remember the colors that we mixed to get this pretty pink. It was a pink art gel. And the white number 44 gel polish. So I'm gonna have her go in the lamp with that one. And then we're gonna do the other two colors, which is the blue. Really, Priscilla? You're not in love, but you love me some hearts? Stop it. All right, so we've given this a 30-second cure as well. Yes, Priscilla, we're spreading the love. So here we go. So I gotta clean my tool off again because we're going at a different color. So cleaning off all 3 tools again, my painter, my Omni tool, and my striper tool. So now I'm gonna touch into my blue. And how we got this blue is by mixing the blue art gel with some white. So again, I'm opening my circles so I get a pretty good size heart. We got a little mess here. Just get this off. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna join our circles. Now we're gonna fill in our circles, or our heart, sorry, not our circle. Kind of got over the circle part. All right, now we're gonna put on our yellow heart. So we're curing for 30 seconds again. I'm getting all messy with paint here. So we're gonna do our yellow heart. Who is loving these hearts so far? They're like super fun. So I'm still using my striper 2 brush. Still haven't put that one down. So we're gonna outline our hearts to give them a sort of a 3D effect. Gonna show you exactly how we get that done. So I'm actually gonna go in and I'm going to do my last heart before I put her to cure. That's how pigmented these colors are. Like, they don't move, they don't run, they stay right where you put them. So I'm just gonna go ahead, make this heart just a little bit more cuter. And ladies, as you see, we have the lovely team here to answer all of your questions, because I'm sure they have been doing that so far. I haven't been able to look at the screen. All right, so I'm trying to just get this little, there we go. Nice. So I'm gonna use the main color to put one of the hearts on. Let me just clean my brushes. So I'm gonna use my main color just to, you know, grab everything together. Don't wanna, you know, leave that blue nail out there just all by herself. So we're putting on some of the number 19. We're making a heart with the number 19. And remember, ladies, these colors are like highly pigmented. They're so great for art. And these are the color gels, the new color gels that Ugly Duckling has. So you see, we went ahead and we put on the heart, the blue heart, and look at the yellow. It did not move, and it's not yet cured. Look at that. It's just sitting right there, sitting pretty. So we're now gonna pop that into the lamp. So I'm just over here trying to be quiet, and these things aren't allowing me. All right, so here we go. So we are gonna be going around because I now decided that I wanted to, remember when I told you I'm gonna outline the hearts? So I decided I wanted to do that. And I'm gonna do that with our Art Gel Black. So here is the Art Gel Black. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Art Gel. And I'm gonna place it on my palette. Now I can use this art gel straight from the pod, or I can give it a little bit of flexibility with my base stop. And I'm gonna be doing just that. So our base stop, I'm gonna be using a little bit just to give it a little flexibility. Now I'm also, to finish off the design, which is actually to attach our little friend here, I will be using our Stick It. but that's for the last part. Now I'm going to be outlining my hearts with my black, and this is where my detailer 2 comes into play. I'll be using my detailer 2, so I'm just putting these brushes away, the ones that I used before. So just give me 1 minute, or less than a minute. Give me 30 seconds. Coming right back at you. All right, I'm back just as promised. So here I'm going to be using my detailer 2. Now these black gloves got paint all over them. All right, so I'm using this brush to create short lines. You know, the lines ain't gonna be so long as a reverse French. So I'm loading my brush. So I'm loading my brush. Want to make sure I get enough paint in it, but not too much to give me a bead to be very bulky. I don't want it to be bulky. So I'm drawing very thin lines, or not very thin, but thin enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. It really, really doesn't have to be perfect. So you see, I got some thick and thin parts here. So don't stress yourself over doing the lines very perfect, because this is not really a perfect design. Remember, we're trying to be fun here. So sometimes a little mess actually goes in your favor when you're doing these designs. So I'm gonna outline all 4, and then I pop it into the lamp. Now to create these lines, you have to be very light on your brush, because if you press too much, then the lines are going to be too big. And even though you're not being perfect, you still don't want to be too far off from perfect, if you get what I mean. You don't want to be a mess. So you try to be very light on your brush. So I'm gonna pop that into the lamp, and I'm gonna get my charger real quick. There we go. Pop that right in time. You're holding your breath, Crystal? Yeah, these art stuff, they're like that. So here we are. So we're finished curing, 30 seconds. Now, for this, I'm going to create like a 3D effect. You know, like the heart, you're looking at it sideways. And it's just with a simple line. Hi, Dora. So I'm loading up my brush again. So I'm gonna be taking this line from the top of the heart, from the right side over to the left. And of course, it's not gonna be too big. Create that. Oh, look at that, look at that. Perfect. So you know, like those little candies, those little heart candies, that's what we're replicating here. So you don't want it to be too big, especially for these little hearts, you know, they're not big at all. So that little 3D space should not be big. I hope when you guys recreate these hearts, I hope you tag me on Instagram. I actually can't wait to see what you guys do with this design. And of course, if you mess it up, you can just fix the line to be a little bigger. No biggie. Remember, this is not so perfect. It's perfection and imperfection, basically. There we go. I make it look so easy. I think not. Thank you, Natasha. So I'm kind of prepping over to, you know, the other phone looking. So sometimes I will see the comments. So like now when I'm curing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna write little cute stuff in my hearts. But if you don't want it to be so lovey-dovey, you can leave them plain and empty like this. But you know, you can write your bae or your love or your XOX. So I'm gonna just put my little bae in this one, still using my detailer. So I'm basically gonna be at the tip of my brush. So I'm using the tip of my brush here, not using a lot of product. And here I want to put love in this one. So again, remember, it's not perfect. So please do not, you know, beat yourself up. And yes, sometimes you gotta hold your breath. I'm surprised how I'm talking right now and like doing this. Because I gotta be extremely quiet when I'm doing this at work. There. Look at that, look at that. So I think I want to leave the others plain. So I'm just gonna put my little, there we go. You know, kind of look like my hearts are blown up. And we're gonna cure. So we're gonna go back to our painter and also our striper too, because we're now going to do the other fingers. We are gonna put the reverse French. That 30 seconds was quick. So we're gonna do our reverse French on this finger. So we're basically finished with the hearts. The only thing will probably be like, you know, just a few stones if I'm feeling like that. Don't want to overcrowd it because remember we got our Mr. Fuzzy waiting on the sideline. So remember, our French is very deep. And this is a finger that Mr. Fuzzy will be on, so we don't want to take the French too far up. So remember how we get our lining or outline for the French? And then we carry this in. And we go ahead on this side and we take this in. So you kind of want to curve that a little for the smile line. And then, so this is how we outline our French. And of course you can go in and straighten it. So I'm now going to go ahead with my painter and I'm going to fill in the color. And remember, we're using number 19 in the color gel. Let me just show you for those who weren't here earlier. Number 19. So these colors, as I said earlier, that they're highly pigmented. So you only need like one coat. Once you put it on thick enough, you only need one coat. And they're very great for art. I absolutely love them because I hate when my nails look bulky when they're polished. So with these polishes, it won't look bulky at all. You don't have to be coating too many times. So I'm just getting some more on my brush. So that I don't have any empty spots. I want it to be perfectly polished. Now, as I said, you can go around the smile line. To make sure it's perfectly done. So don't worry about not getting it perfect when you outline it, because you can always go back. And there we have it. All perfect. All right. So just curing this gel, just giving it a 60-second cure to make sure it's cured properly. And this is what it looks like so far. So I did a design the other day and I had love written to the side, and I think I'm gonna give that to you today. Just a little bonus, okay? So I'm gonna be using my Detailer 2 brush again to actually put my lettering on. So don't judge me, because these gloves that I have on, they're like super tight. I hope I don't mess this up. All right, so still staying on the tip of my brush. Very light strokes. So there goes the L. So I know you're holding your breath for this one again. I'm also holding my breath here. So remember, you don't want too much product on the brush. So we're doing one letter at a time, piece by piece. So I want to make the tail out here just a little bit thicker. So, you know, with gel, you can't just do one thing. You gotta just take it in stages. So I'm coming in with additional gel. So I'm gonna have her pop this into the lamp, and then I'm gonna add a little cute heart. We got a little bit of mess right here. So I'm gonna kind of use my painter to clean this off. Got a little boo-boo. All fixed. So I'm gonna have her cure that. So this is what we have so far. Right. So we're gonna cure that. Get this black from my detailing brush because I'm gonna make a very small heart. And because it's a blue inspired design, well, kind of Valentine slash blue, because we didn't want it to look so Valentine-y with the red and the pink, so we went for some blues and yellows. So I'm gonna use that same blue as the main color to put my little heart on. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, so here we're finished. So right in this little section here, I'm going to put my little hearts. So I'm gonna just make 2 little bumps round, and the next one round. Then I join them, and there goes my cute little heart. So now it's time for some bling, and then I'm going to attach my little fluffy fella hair. Like, I feel as if I haven't been with you long enough. Like, I feel so bad to leave you so soon, but my design is finished. It's just for me to, you know, put it together. I'm feeling so sad already. I'm gonna leave you guys. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'm leaving you guys. So I'm going to be using my blinger tool to add a little bling. Nothing over the top. We're gonna be very simple with this one. So I'm going to be using my Stick It, as I showed you earlier. So I'll be using different size crystals, and I'll also be using some of, well, most all of our clearest mud, but these are the AB stones, the AB crystals, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna go up into the cuticle area with this one. So I'm using my blinger tool. Oh, sorry, I didn't show it. Here's a cover. So on one side, we have the dotter, which we use to, you know, stick it on. And then the other side is a wax. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay my crystals. So I'm trying to let you see as much as possible. Realized my hand was in the way a while ago, so let me come to the side. So I'm gonna take it down just a little further. Nothing too far, nothing too over the top, as I said. Because we're a bit fussy as is. So I'm trying to do it from the side so that I don't get in the way. So I'm not taking this all the way around the cuticle. So I'm trying to find here. So I'm gonna pop that in for a minute. I keep on saying a minute, like 30 seconds. We don't need no more than that. So we don't want these to be out there like some lonely soldiers. So we're just gonna pop the crystal on, you know, just to say, hey, come join us. You know, you can't be out there by yourself. So excuse my messy gloves, guys. Like, I got paint all over like a kid. So we got a little stick it to the side here. So I'm gonna just get some acetone and get this off. Go. Now, time for the grand finale. We're gonna use some stick it, and we're gonna use this in we're gonna take about like a good amount of stick it, because we're going to be installing or applying our little fuzzy guy here, and he's gonna need a lot of stick it to hold him down. Now, how we gonna do this? At the back here, we have this piece. Now this piece is gonna go onto the nail, and then when it goes onto the nail, our little fuzzy guy goes on. So this is what we're going to attach. So when I put this on, I'm actually going to top coat it. So see how much I'm trying to pick up here? I'm trying to pick up a good size. Might have to go back for some. So I'm gonna make so Stick-It is great for applying charms, crystals, no matter the size, it will not budge. However, when you're ready to take it off, so I'm just trying to get this. All right, so I've got it. And I'm gonna just put it right here. So I'm going to use my detailer tool, and I'm just gonna kind of get this. Oh, hold on. So I'm gonna have her put her finger under the lamp as flat as possible so that it doesn't shift. So I'm just making sure it's straight, still straight. So I'm gonna put that to cure for 60 minutes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and apply the top coat, the no wipe top coat. And I'm also going to need some on my palette. Alright, so applying my top coat here. And where we don't have top coat, we're going to be using our painter to get into those little tight spots. So remember, you don't put the top coat on, you don't put the top coat on the stones. You go around them because they're high quality crystals. You don't need to top coat them for any sheen. It does all good by itself. Look at that. Just look at the beauty. So guys, as I was telling you, these are pretty simple, as you see. Well, I made it very simple for you. So if you had an issue doing your reverse French painted on, I solved that. And if it is you had a problem drawing your pretty hearts, I also solved that. I'm not sure if this is satisfying for you, because this is like so satisfying for me putting on my top coat. Just watch that sheen. And now we're gonna go under the lamp for curing. So this is what it looks like. Christina. Thank you, Simone. So I'm just gonna have it cure for 30 to 40 seconds just to be sure it's cured properly. So when it comes out of the lamp, I'm gonna show it to you better. And we're finished curing. And this is what it looks like by itself. I want to make sure that you're seeing that. And now for our little fuzzy friend. Now, as simple as this. No. So we want you to see exactly how it goes on, right? So we had this piece attached to the nail, and we have the magnet in the fuzzy ball, and we just go like this. And there you have it. All done. Yay, Christina, yes. So let me just turn these over. So you can see. Being a bit fuzzy here. Fix this so you can see. And we can just detach, just like that. And reattach, just like that. Thank you, Mama. They're all painted on French. So let me just remove it again so that you can see the design, the beautiful design here. And now we're gonna put it back on. So I'm just gonna finish her off with some cuticle oil. Well, let me get my fuzzy off first. I don't want to get him messy with oil. So I did promise you a very fun set, and I hope you're loving this set as much as I am. I'm so crushing on this set. Like right now, I'm jealous of my model because she has this set on. It was supposed to be me, but unfortunately I ran out of time, so I had to give it to my model. You know, just nourishing these fingers, making sure they're picture perfect. There we go. There you have it. Without our puffy. And with our puffy. I just find that very fun, like taking it off and reattaching. Alright, so this is it for us, guys. We're all finished. Sadly, we're all finished. So hate to leave you guys, but I gotta go. I'm finished. And this has been my presentation today, and I so thank you for having me. Thank you to Ugly Duckling Nails for having me, and thank you all for my lovely, lovely viewers for joining us. So we have another talented artist coming on shortly. So I will take my leave. And I'll see you next time. And remember to find me on Instagram at Artistic Nails by Marsha. You can find me over there. I use Facebook, but not so much. So you can find me on Instagram. And if it is that you're going to recreate my lovely set here, please to tag me, right? Tag me so that I can put it up. Don't forget to tag me. All right. See you guys, and thank you for watching.